All right, everybody, got another student interview slash video. And this one is very special because this is a story that inspires me. This is a story that proved to me that anybody can do this if you actually have determination, and just a amazing story, to be honest, and almost sounds like a movie. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about like how all this came about to where you are now to like everything you've done. Today I got Shemmeka with me. Go ahead and quickly introduce yourself to the people, Shemmeka.
So yeah, hi guys. My name is Shemmeka and just turned 20 years old. I live in Jamaica, and I own an email marketing agency, just like you guys. Now we're here.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah. One thing. Okay, let's first start a talk. Like, let's start about like how you even started in this, because it's kind of pretty. It's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I want you to tell the story and then I'll add on to it. But go ahead.
So how I met Splash was actually, I think it was through YouTube. I was like very into like drop shipping, Facebook ads, stuff like that. So I saw an Hayden Bow's video, however you say his last name, and I clicked on it. And I think you guys were in Bali or California, just around that time. I was just like, this is embarrassing, but it's just like, this guy's like really cute, right? So I followed him on Instagram. And then when I followed him, he was just like talking about email marketing and showing results and stuff like that. And at that time, I was not interested. I just like run into his lives and be like, can you smile? Can you like, it's so weird, but like, can you smile and stuff like that. And then I think one day he was just like, okay, I'm gonna do a course giveaway. You should tag 3 people who you think this could benefit. And I was like, okay, it sounds very interesting. Like, I would love to do it, because at the time I didn't have any money. So I just went under the post. I was very desperate. I started tagging like all my friends, tagging like 10 people, like double the amount, until he was like, okay, here you go. And just like gave the course to me. It was just like, what? That is insane. But yeah, that's how I found him. And I just like took a couple months and just went hard into like learning and perfecting the craft, and just like meeting people in the craft, getting mentorship, almost hitting a milestone that I never saw myself ever hitting. And it just feels amazing.
Right. And you've been traveling. You went what? You went to LA, right? Travel.
Yeah, I went to LA, and that was like my very first time going to another part of America, and I experienced like, he talks a lot about the power of networking, and trust me, he's not lying. I don't think I've spent like a single dollar on. So I just went under the post. I was very desperate. I started tagging like all my friends, tagging like 10 people, like double the amount, until he was like, okay, here you go. And just like gave the course to me. It was just like, what? That is insane. But yeah, that's how I found him. And I just like took a couple months and just went hard into like learning and perfecting the craft, and just like meeting people in the craft, getting mentorship, almost hitting a milestone that I never saw myself ever hitting. And it just feels amazing.
Right. And you've been traveling. You went what? You went to LA, right? Travel.
Yeah, I went to LA, and that was like my very first time going to another part of America, and I experienced like, he talks a lot about the power of networking, and trust me, he's not lying. So I just went under the post. I was very desperate. I started tagging like all my friends, tagging like 10 people, like double the amount, until he was like, okay, here you go. And just like gave the course to me. It was just like, what? That is insane. But yeah, that's how I found him. And I just like took a couple months and just went hard into like learning and perfecting the craft, and just like meeting people in the craft, getting mentorship, almost hitting a milestone that I never saw myself ever hitting. And it just feels amazing.
Right. And you've been traveling. You went what? You went to LA, right? Travel.
Yeah, I went to LA, and that was like my very first time going to another part of America, and I experienced like, he talks a lot about the power of networking. And he, trust me, he's not lying. I don't think I've spent like a single dollar on food unless, you know, it's me and my friend, but it's like going to different places, doing different things. And I grew up in Jamaica, so that is like who,
Right.
like it's weird. Like I had to just like meditate and like get all of that in because it just seemed like so surreal to me. It seemed like a dream.
Wow. And something to point there, right? I have done many giveaways in the past, and I have
Yeah.
given people my course for free. One thing I will say is a majority of them have done nothing with it, right?
Yeah.
You really like, this is what I respect. And this is something like, I am against like giving courses out for free because people, don't take it seriously. But you, like, what I really respected about you was that you had this opportunity and you did not let it go away. You took it seriously, right? I remember,
Yeah.
even the change in the questions, like, no, not even change, but like you could tell you had determination because you were active in the group. You were asking questions. You didn't care to look, not look stupid, but not look like you don't know what you're talking. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I think that was very, very important. And I really respect you for that because
Thank you.
a lot of people would not have done it, right? Especially even coming from where you come from. And you've also told me you've had a lot of, people that probably did not support what you were doing, right? That were like, what is this? Like, this is not going to work.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a scam, whatever. But you went through that. You're like, screw it. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be determined. And then, got to where you are. Let's quickly talk about the difference in perspective of, where difference in perspective when it comes to when you started an email agency versus your perspective now, like how you look at this business model and how you look at this business.
Okay, so like when I just started, I wasn't really into email marketing. I'll be honest, like most of us, we are in it for the money. I just really wanted to like change my life. And so I was just like digging for any opportunity. If you want to give me $100, you can pay me $100 for like 60 campaigns. Like I was just like looking for anything. And just to get that bread, like any opportunity, I was more of like a freelancer. It's just like, okay, I'll do this for that. I'll do this for that. But as you really like grow, okay, you just want to like transition into like an actual agency owner and free up most of your time. I just remember while I was in that transition, I did not want to hire anyone at all. Like I was just like, no, like no matter what, I'm not hiring. And I'd have like carpal tunnel syndrome in my wrist. Like I can type from just like working so hard, and just like joining the mentorship really helped because like he talks a lot about transitioning from being an influencer to an actual agency owner and building an actual business. So my perspective is really different when it comes to, okay, how can I actually build system to replace what I'm doing right now and earn myself back time that my future self wasted on a lot of things.
Right. Actually, we'll talk about this and we'll add on to that in a second. Talk about certain like obstacles and adversities you went through when you started, because I know you had many, and we all do.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to share it with the people, because I think it's important for everybody to know that, hey, listen, like we all go through this, just part of the journey.
Yeah. So when I started, just one of the things is that being from a third world country, like I didn't know if it was going to work for me. Like I know, of course, it's going to be a bit harder. And that's where it kind of hurt because at the start, my English wasn't very good. So I wasn't taking any calls at all because of course, like they're going to think I'm a scammer and stuff like that. When it comes to payment, oh God, that was kicking my ass. I think everyone remember the time I was just like, oh guys, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? But like payment was it's very hard. And also just like another issue also, it was just like very hard to like get clients because I never really build myself into a brand, like I was just throwing out all these results. But once people see that you're an actual human and you're very authentic with your content and stuff like that, they'll most likely refer to you as a professional instead of like someone who does email marketing.
Right. Would you say a lot of like things that were holding you back were like just are in our head, you know what I'm saying? Like just in the head, like, oh, this? We make conclusions without even going through it.
Yeah, I agree. And you talk a lot about this as well. I didn't want to hop on sales calls because of, the way how I talk.
Right.
And I feel like even just like seeing, there's a few people from India as well, I think in the group, like I think Susan or something like,
Mhm.
yeah, like him, like he's doing really well. And it's like, okay, like I know I can do it as well, just like
Right.
looking at our group mates.
100%, 100%. To people that are watching this right now, that are maybe about to get started in their agency, that are just in the early stages, what advice would you give to them when it comes to, navigating through this course or navigating through this journey as an entrepreneur?
Okay, so like I think I watched the other video. Nate said the same thing, but like you truly have to like not give up. I've seen people in the course for like a year without getting results, and they've been working extremely hard. It's just like one client can like change your
And
life like
yeah,
in
the concept of
time.
the one client that they
Yeah,
can change your whole life. I think you've had that. I've
yeah,
definitely had that. So a lot of the top students that are successful now, they definitely had that one, like, that one client moment that
yeah.
changed everything for them. You're right.
That's
Continue.
true. And also just like get a team as soon as possible. Like
Right.
right now it's probably like, oh, I want to do everything myself. Like I trust myself, I don't trust them. But the time that it gives you, like you'll be super like proud of like building an actual team.
Right.
And another advice is just like build an agency that fits you. You
Mhm.
know, you can have 5 clients at a certain amount or 10 clients for the same amount. It's just
Right.
like build an agency that fits you and it'll work out great for you.
100%. One thing that I really respected about you that, that I know was part of your growth was once you had your initial success, you were willing to reinvest back into yourself and get to that next level, right? And to me,
Yeah.
like that was like a proud moment for me when you joined the Inner Circle mentorship, when it was like what, 4 or 5 months into you starting, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, like, I want to learn more, get into that. And for, I guess, talk about reinvesting in yourself to just skilling up and how the mentorship has helped you in any way just with running your business.
Oh God. The mentorship, like at first, I'll be honest, it's just like that was like my first like it was like after getting really good success. And it's like, okay, like, I have this, now what else? Right? Like there's a lot of people in the group that were like Brandon, like all these people that are having really good success. But like we weren't able to like I personally wasn't able to like get in contact with those people, especially like you were a bit busier at that specific time dealing with your agency and stuff. And so like me and Dilpreet was just like, I think this is a really good opportunity. And it's like, even if it doesn't come back in like money, there's knowledge, which eventually turns into
Right.
money, So it gave me tons of like lessons that I put into my agency, like systems, like networking, into myself as well. It's not just like agency based, right?
It
So just like
is.
a ton of different things that I really appreciate.
Awesome. That is very dope. And that is the thing about, I think people don't understand when it comes to, just like it's really deeper than emails and agency at the end of the day when you
Yeah,
want
it
to grow
really
and you
is.
want to change, right? And we focus on that because yeah, okay, whatever, make these changes, this, that, or whatever. But also like outside of just me, all of us, we are running our business actively. So us talking about the mistakes we made, the things
Yeah,
we've done, right? We are literally shortcutting ourselves months and months of times and thousands of dollars, right? And that's very, very valuable. And now that it's back, it's going to be even better than ever, which I'm very excited for. But
yeah.
yeah,
And just like putting us in contact with like I like be honest with you, I don't even like play a cent of COD or anything, but like just like speaking to the owner and asking him really good questions and stuff like that. It was just like really nice.
right, yeah, yeah. Just even the network, the people that I brought
Yeah.
in, dope things for sure. Right now, what I'm saying. When it comes to you running your agency, what is your current main focus?
My main focus, as I previously said, it's just like building an agency that fits me. I feel like just most of the time, especially at the start, the goal was to like get as many clients as
Mhm.
possible. Doesn't matter if they're paying like 9%, 1%, it doesn't matter. Building something that I really and truly love. I felt like at the beginning, I was like super burnt out
Mhm.
because I felt like I no longer loved something that I had built. And I think it's super important to like get back into that and just like adjust the necessary points.
Awesome. You've seen a lot of people go through this course. You know, a lot of people have come and go. It's started this agency, stop. Some people took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
What would you say are some common themes you notice between those, I guess, that are successful and those that don't succeed? If you've noticed just from being in the group talking.
Green plug.
I'm sorry, that's my alarm.
I was like, yeah, I was like, what just happened to me? I was like, oh, I thought that was my alarm. I was like, what? Continue.
But yeah, I see it with a lot of people is that they do the same thing, and it's fine. But like in a market like this, you have to like actually like stand out a little bit more. Everybody's like jumping into okay, email marketing, get this, like the same kind of offers to the same people, the same way presenting themselves, the same way as other people, like just look at the persons who are succeeding, like you and like Brandon. Like you guys have these type of like broy connections with the ecom guys. It's kind of like broy vibe. Hey bro, whatever. And like so, when I look at that, I have to be like, okay. And like you study these successful guys, and you see that they present their brand, they present their overall self in a different way than other people, right? Present yourself as an authentic person, because a lot of the ecom guys will honestly look at you as just another email marketer, right?
Literally, and I've seen some people's bio saying, I don't want email marketing because they're
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, present yourself in a different way. I've also seen like people who I know do great work get presented in such a bad manner because it's just like you're the one presenting the service. Like a lot of people, like, how do I say this? They don't value themselves enough.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I think they undervalue themselves and they'll like,
Yeah.
and I think that's a thing that even in the course group chat, like I have to keep on reminding everybody, like, hey, the client needs you more than you need the client. Like
Yeah.
you bring them money, they don't do shit for you until you bring, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
you're right. You're 100% right. I think a lot of people as well are forgetting their own value when it comes to the skill they have and the value that they provide to the companies.
That's so true. And it made me look into it deeper because it's like, okay, if they can go on Fiverr and get email marketing, they can go on Upwork and get email marketing. Like, what can I do different?
Right.
Okay, I can present a network so that they want to bond with me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can present really good email marketing that stands out, right? And bring them really good results, right? I can present multiple different things. So when they work with me, they're not just getting email marketing work.
It's just not another agency, you know what I'm saying? And that's it's a very, very good thought process and something that, as you know, I'm always updating the course, and the whole vibe of the new version of the update is exactly this. I think almost breaking down a lot of the misconceptions that the agency world puts out, you know what I'm saying? Like even in the sense of like, oh, you should operate in a 90%, 80% margin. It's like, yeah, but would you rather have, 90% of 10K or 60% of 100 grand, 70%, 40%, you know what I mean? So just getting in touch with reality when it comes to reality of a business, right? Like you said, even with me, I started this to make money, but I realized to continue make money, to be sustainable, to have a long-term approach, I have to treat it like a business. I have to be a business person. I can't just think outreach, get clients, because everything is connected. There's so many things behind that people don't see. It's not just about the money, right? So definitely smart that you're bringing out these points. Any closing thoughts before we end this video? We head out.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram.
We'll put our Instagram down below.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Shemmeka, thank you so much for getting on the call. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.